It's me, Foxen, doing another review for Samurai Jack. And this episode starts off with Jack traveling up a mountain 50 years prior. And he's traveling up this mountain in search of the final portal. Or at least that's what Aku tells him, but we get to that when we get there. He's going up this mountain getting followed by 3 cute little goats. And he finally jumps into the portal. And Aku snatches him by his neck and pulls him out. I'm impressed because that means he just transcended time to pull Jack back. It's whatever. And then Jack is flying on the eagle and telling Ashi the story of how he lost the sword. Because when Aku turned the 3 little ghosts into giant raging bull monsters, and he killed them, and as he killed them, they turned back to normal cute little goats, and he dropped his sword in anguish, and then a stone tablet fell over him and knocked it into a hole. And this episode is about him regaining the sword. So he goes back to that place, he goes into the hole, can't find it, and realizes why he can't find his sword. It's because the sword left him because he was unbalanced or unworthy to wield the sword. He wasn't pure of heart no more. Hence, that's why that negative version of Jack always appeared. And so, he goes back up and says, I must find the sword. And Archie wants to come with him. He said, I can only go alone. So he meditates. And while he does this, a whole army of undead soldiers come after Jack. And Achi stands fiercely and says, I'm going to fight them. Or at least, well, she fights all of them. Defeats the entire army. That makes me think, what kind of hellish train did she have to go through to fight a whole army of undead soldiers? That means each one of the daughters of Aku is as strong as her, or at least should be. Her mother did say she is the strongest one out of them. But if she can take a whole army, what do you think her sisters can do if they were still alive? So she defeats the whole army, and we get to the point where you see this silhouette that's up there, and she calls the bird to go up there to save Jack, and you realize it's her mother. And she's finer than Ashi, like, my god. She's rocking it for 7 kids giving birth to. But either way, she has this epic battle with her mother. It's really cool. Shooting arrows, hand-to-hand combat, then a dagger and all this. But before all that happened, her mother tried to convince her to join the dark side again. It didn't work because she was shown the light and the truth. And she fights her mother. And her mother goes out to kill Jack while he's meditating to get his sword. And Ashi throws an arrow into her back, makes her misstep in midair, and she falls over that long cliff. That thing has to be like a mile up high. And while all this is happening, Jack is in the other world trying to regain balance. And he defeats his negative self by seeing the truth. And he got confronted by the gods again, and he was given his sword and his old look back, and his clothes too, and he regained balance. And the episode ends with him saying it's time to go after Aku. I give this episode a 10 out of 11.5. I found it to be awesome. If you like this and you want more, like and subscribe, and you'll have more.